Steamed Eaten, and this is Fed Up. Fast, easy, and delicious. Hey, welcome back to the show. And we got a lot going on today. This is all Asian cuisine today. So we have a couple of helpers, okay? And so we're gonna get my granddaughter Bailey to come over. Hi, Bailey Boo.
Hi.
Okay, so Bailey, this is Bailey, and Bailey is gonna help me put the cake together. So here's the menu. The menu today is orange teriyaki chicken, delicious. We've got veggie fried rice, and we've got angel mandarin cake today. Okay, so Bailey,
Yes?
we're gonna get started right here. And then I gotta show you guys something. My grandson Eden is here today, and I wanna show you what he did. But come on over, Bailey.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're doing, this is so simple, 3-ingredient cake today, okay? So Bailey's gonna take the white cake mix. There you go. And we're just gonna dump it in the bowl. It's already open, so there you go. We're gonna dump that in the bowl. Very good. Dump it all in, the whole mix. And then, of course, you know, as I say, guys, clean as you go. So I'll take that, Bailey, and I'll put that right in here. Okay, now, we've got a 15-ounce can of mandarin oranges. Now, I did pull some out because later on when the cake is done, we're going to put a little dollop of like Cool Whip, and then we're going to add some mandarin oranges to the top. So I pulled some aside. But Bailey's going to put juice and all. She's going to dump the entire 15-ounce can of mandarin oranges into the cake mix. Look at that, Bailey. Doesn't that look great? Okay, Bailey, you can start, before you do the egg, go ahead and start mixing that up, and I'm going to throw this away. You can watch her as she's mixing that up. The only other thing we're going to do right here is after Bailey has this all mixed together, we're going to put in 1 egg, and then that's going to go into the bundt pan and into the preheated 350-degree oven. Okay, let's pan over here, Chris. So when we were doing the show today about Asian cuisine, I said, I really don't have anything theme-wise on the table. So Eden, well, Emily, you can kind of explain how you came about to doing this. And Emily's all decked out for Asian.
Yeah, Asian inspired today. So because of the situation we're in right now, I'm doing homeschool with the kids. And so Mom had mentioned not having anything for the table. So I said, well, why don't, for art today, we try to make like a little Asian pagoda out of Legos. So, Eden, you can kind of show what we did.
So you can peek around the corner because you were part of this too, bud. So anyway, out of Legos, there he is. Out of Legos, the kids built that. Eden, I'm going to let you talk about that for a second and how you did that beautiful piece of art, actually.
So this was,
Okay, now put the
so
egg.
we found this, we just found a picture on like Google, and we just kind of like went off scratch. Not like barely any of these colors are actually correct.
Yeah, we kind of just saw a picture of a design and kind of made our own.
Yeah, so right
That's
here,
the joy of Lego, huh?
my brother, we just saw him around the corner. He made these small little mushrooms out of
That makes the little,
plate.
the little seats or plates, or what are they?
They're mushrooms.
They're oh, they are mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, all
We
right.
made little mushrooms.
Little mushrooms.
I told them they could be little benches or something.
But you know what? I thought that was the cutest thing. So yay!
Yay.
Kudos to the
Good
kids
job,
and Emily
guys.
for putting that together. So you can put that right back on the table. Okay, guess what? We're ready to put the cake in the oven. So Bailey, I need you to pour that in.
So was there anything in there besides the mandarin oranges and the cake mix?
1 egg
Okay, one egg
is
went in
all.
there. Good.
1 egg. Now I don't know if you want to come around here and see this because this is actually looking very, very beautiful. And the mandarin oranges, they almost become almost like a pulp, really. And they are throughout the entire cake mix. We're going to put that there. And this is going in the oven. Good job, Bailey. Thank you.
Good job.
All right, middle rack. We're going to put it for 25 minutes. And then we are going to check our cake. All right. Now, some great food right now, right? So chicken, you know I love chicken. Now, of course, with teriyaki, you can do pork teriyaki, You can do beef teriyaki because teriyaki really is the sauce, okay? So the kind of meat that you use, you can teriyaki basically anything. Okay, but I have 4 chicken breasts. I have them, I diced them, you know, like bite-sized pieces. That's what you want. Now, if you want to add, I want to wash my hands because I just touched chicken. You always wash your hands when you touch raw meat. If you want to make the teriyaki where the chicken is a little crunchy, what you can do before you actually saute is you can put them, you can just kind of roll them around in flour, okay? And the flour, when you put it in the skillet, will kind of crisp up, and then you can still add your teriyaki. And some people prefer it that way. Some people want it with a little bit of crisp on it. Today we're just going, you know, fast, easy, and delicious. So we are doing very fast. We are going to do a very, very fast chicken teriyaki. Now, mine is an orange chicken teriyaki, and we'll show you how I do that in just a minute. But right now,
I'm just going to share a friend
Yes.
deal. She says, hi, dear daughter. I'm
Hello.
here. You look lovely.
Thank you, Mom.
Ashley Joe is hello, everyone, from
Hi.
Artisan Murray.
Hi, everybody.
Stacy Doherty's watching. Terry
Hi.
Lynn, damn, great helpers you got there.
Yes, I do, Terry. Welcome to the
Jen Hugh is
show.
watching.
Hello,
and
everybody.
Terry Lindner.
Thank you for being here,
I all
everybody.
love the pagoda. Great idea.
Isn't that cute? How creative. Emily's been doing this homeschooling stuff, and she's very, very creative. So when I said, I need something Oriental looking for the table, next thing I know, they disappeared. And a little while later, they come up with a Lego pagoda. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have my oil heating in the pan. And you can put, if you want, you can put minced garlic in this right now. Right now, I'm literally going easy, and we are doing chicken. We are doing chicken. Plain old chicken. Now, you know that a lot of times I use pre-cooked chicken, not for this. I wanted it from scratch today, and because I've made the pieces so small, it's not going to take long at all. Okay, but you do want to cook it through, okay? So, but I am going to, you know I'm going to sprinkle some garlic sauce, right? I can't do many recipes without some kind of garlic in it. How many of you out there like Oriental food and you like chicken teriyaki? I want to know.
Well, you
You
can't
guys
see
do.
from behind the camera my hand in the air.
Well, here's the thing. You know, it's going to be one of those days where I really can't taste my food, but I always have taste testers around. This has got the soy in it and orange and all that stuff that I can't eat, but I can assure you it's going to be delicious. All right, I am going to do my sprinkle of garlic. Now, I'm using, as always, I want to show you, I use the less sodium garlic salt. And this is garlic salt, it's a garlic and salt, and the little parsley flakes, and it's almost a third less sodium in this. Perfect for Meniere's. Now, just so you guys know, the show is specifically designed for people that have Meniere's disease. The new beginning of the show is going to say a little something about that. This show started because I have Meniere's disease, and I need to cook quick, so that's why the fast and easy and delicious came in. And a lot, not a lot, all of my cooking is low sodium because that's the only way that I can eat it. And so it really was specifically designed for those of us with Meniere's disease. Now, my mom has said to me, well, cooking fast in the kitchen helps seniors also, or people that are just on the go and they have to prepare a meal quickly or whatever. It's really kind of, it fits a lot of different categories. So my mom said, you know, my mom still loves to cook, but she wants to get in and out of the kitchen quickly. And one of the things I said, and Mom's out there and she could probably vouch for this, I said, get an electric skillet. Just get one in your kitchen. They're inexpensive. It's a great cooking tool. Everything cooks really quick because the whole bottom of it's the heating element, and everything cooks very fast. You can put so much food in these skillets, you really can't even believe it. She's got one. She and my sister use it all the time. I've got people that tell me, Stacy out there just got one. I have people telling me, I got a skillet and I'm so glad I did because I've cooked this and this and this. You would be surprised what you can do in an electric skillet right here on your counter. It's a great, great kitchen tool.
We have people responding to whether they like Asian food or not. We've got Stacy that says this is IBN's favorite.
Oh, okay.
Nima, I love Chinese food. That is one of my favorites.
Yep.
Debbie says my fave make me proud.
Well, hey, Jennifer, you should be here cooking the rice because she's the expert on this kind of food, you know, this kind of cuisine. And because Jennifer loves Oriental food, I mean, you could be doing the rice. So, I'm going to do the rice. It may not be as good as yours, but it's going to be delicious, I can guarantee you. But Jennifer's an expert with this kind of stuff.
Yes. Nima said I did. She's talking about the skillet. I did. I love it. And I cook everything in it.
Everything. From beans, from raw beans. My mom has cooked stuff that I haven't even cooked in it yet. She cooked a whole pot of raw beans to, and how long did it take you, Mom? See if she'll answer you then, if she can hear me.
And then Terry DM said, looks good. I can smell it from here. Can't wait to make it myself.
Okay, so Terry, I'm so glad you said that. Guess what, guys? We have a brand new website. And I'm doing that for several reasons. One, because we do have people afterwards ask questions, and I want to be able to get to them right away. The other thing is that we can keep you updated constantly and not have to wait a whole week to find out what we're doing. So I have a website now, and I want to give you that address. It's My Cooking Nook, so it's MCN, My Cooking Nook, fedup.biz. That's our website. And you can go there anytime and see what's going on and what we're going to be doing. And so here are some of the things that we're going to be adding to the show. The first thing that I'm very, very excited about is we're here in Branson, Missouri with an entire community of amazing singers. That's what Branson is. It's the live entertainment capital of the world, guys. And guess what? We're going to have those singers as a part of the show. Now, how are we going to do that? Everybody's homebound right now, so it's not like we can, go to a studio and do it live. So here's what we're going to do. We have a YouTube station, okay? At the beginning of every show, when we have our singers, I'm going to tell you who they are, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a bio on them. And these people, trust me, it's not a bio, it's a bio, but we'll condense it and tell you their backgrounds, because you're not going to believe how accomplished these people are. And then Chris will edit those people at the end of our show on YouTube. So you won't be able to see them on the live show, but it will be added to our YouTube channel, okay? Depending on the episode. And we'll keep you posted on who's coming on, when they're coming on, and that kind of stuff. And then we will get like their information, so that if you want to get in touch with them for whatever, you want to hear some more of their music, or you want to order a CD, whatever it is, we'll have that information so that you can get in touch with those people. So we're very, very excited about that. Now also, we're going to start locally with this. If you see, right now we're just going to start with desserts. If you see a dessert that we've made, and you can go to the website, and you can go back through all of our menu page and see what desserts we've made. If you want to buy that dessert, we will make it and we will deliver. We're not going to have people come to the house or anything, but we will bring it to you, okay? And we're working all those details out, but if you stay tuned, keep watching the website, because we will be doing the desserts. You will be able to order them online, and then we will get them to you, okay? So we've got some exciting things happening. Okay, Chris, I want to show you that the chicken basically is done. I am going to turn that down just for a little bit. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it simmer. Okay? And I was going to start my rice right now, but I think I'm going to hold off on that, because that's literally going to take a couple of minutes. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my teriyaki sauce. Now, how easy is this? Watch. So I'm going to put 1 cup of water okay? I have a half a cup of soy sauce. I have 4 tablespoons of packed brown sugar. And here's my orange. I had a big giant orange that, oh my gosh, you cut into that orange and it smelled like you were in Florida in a citrus grove or whatever. But they were some great juicy oranges. So this is the juice of one big fat orange, and that is going in, okay? And then I'm gonna whisk it together. Just whisk it together, whisk it together. Okay, so once I get this all whisked, okay, I'm actually gonna thicken this in the pot. I'm gonna put this over, and then the easiest way in the world to thicken something is with some cornstarch. So I have 2 tablespoons of water, and I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of the cornstarch. Mix it up. I may need a little bit more water. I'll tell them once I get that in there. And then once this is incorporated, then I'm gonna thicken it up. And then your chicken teriyaki is done. Okay, that's how quick and easy and simple that is.
And you did use a lower sodium soy sauce.
I always, yes, as you guys know, I use everything. If it's on the market and I can get something low sodium, trust me, I get it. Okay, here's my chicken.
Carolyn's on.
Hi, Carolyn. Thanks for coming back. Carolyn is a great supporter of what we're doing. She's here every week with Terry and Mom and Jennifer. There's lots of you out there and Stacy, that come every single week. We had tons of people watching the show, even after we go off the air. You know, a lot of people, this might be a weird time for people, but we had, I don't even know what the final count was for last week, but we had well over 1,000 people looking at the show, like well over 1,500, something like that, watching the show for 1 week. That's exciting. That's very, very exciting. And those really have been our numbers, and they're going up. So we are like very excited about that. And we ask that you guys keep telling people, like maybe tag people right before you come on to watch us. Just tag a few friends. We would really appreciate that.
Can you repeat the email address again? MCK
Yes.
Fed Up.
It's MCN. It's My Cooking Nook. So MCN Fed Up. So it's MCN FEDUP fedup.biz, because it's my business.
Okay.
All right, I am putting the teriyaki sauce in here. Oh my gosh, you know what, you guys, I think Terry's the one who said about the smell. You have no idea what this kitchen smells like right now. It is amazing. Okay, so the teriyaki sauce is in there, and I'm going to let this simmer for a little while. I want the chicken to obviously absorb that flavor, and then we're going to thicken it up with my cornstarch. Okay, let's go over here. So I already made my rice. You know, guys, I love my rice cooker because you can basically make any rice you want by just throwing the ingredients, turn it on, in 15 minutes you've got whatever kind of rice you want. But because this is fried rice, what I did was I just made plain white rice. There's nothing in it because all my flavorings are going to come now, okay? So I'm going to let my pan heat up, and what I'm doing today is a veggie rice, okay? So I had some leftover veggies right there. It's a mixed vegetable. It's got peas, carrots, corn, and green beans right there. That's probably about maybe a half a cup of leftover veggies. I have just a white onion that I cut up, diced pretty small. And I have some green onion. Good stuff. This has got a very unique flavor in Oriental cooking. And then I'm going to add just a scrambled egg, okay? Of course, I'm going to add soy sauce to it, garlic salt to it. If you want, add ginger. That's a very Oriental taste, okay? I'm not big on ginger, not even the smell of it, so I leave it out of mine. But you can absolutely add some ginger to this. And then I'm going to top my chicken later with, I roasted, or I should say toasted, some sesame seeds. And that was the easiest thing in the world to do. Emily has this great pan that you really don't need any oil. And I just heated the pan up and I have the little organic white sesame seeds, and I threw them in. I just kind of covered the bottom of the pan and just let them toast. And I've got my toasted sesame seeds.
Ashley Wood is on watching.
Hello, Ashley Wood. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, guys, so here we go with some fried rice. Now, I'm going to tell you, this menu is quick today, okay? It's a super, super, super fast, easy, and delicious meal. And so right now we're making our fried, it's a veggie fried rice, okay? So I'm going to start adding my rice.
I don't know if people can hear the thunder in the background before the sizzling starts in the pan
I can
there.
hear the sizzle in here. You know, one time, I have to tell you, what's that?
I love listening to the storm right now.
Yes, it's raining outside and it's just a beautiful day. A beautiful, beautiful day. So one day, we were at a Chinese restaurant in Arizona, and there were times that I would just go to the restaurant and just get rice. Because you know me, with all my allergies and stuff, I have to be very careful about what I eat. But I love white rice. And I especially love Chinese white rice. And I said to the guy, why is your rice so perfect? What do you do? And he said, honestly, I'm going to turn this down because I don't want to turn it off. He said the secret to perfect rice is when you put it in your cooker, because they use cookers, by the way. They use rice cookers in the restaurant. He said, rinse the rice. So what I do is this comes out, okay? So I put 2 cups of rice, and before I added the water, I go to the sink, and I just put the water, I still got some rice in it, so I'm not gonna do it. And you put water, just plain water in there, and you kind of move the rice around, and the water instantly turns white to get rid, and you're going to get rid of, you're going to pour all of that starch out of there. Okay?
And I've got Mary Huffington watching.
Hi, Mary.
And then Terry asked, if I use ginger in this, how much would you suggest I put in?
Well, not very much. I
like
think
half a
like
tablespoon maybe.
half to, not tablespoon. I would use maybe a teaspoon or less of maybe ground ginger, because ginger is a very, very powerful taste. And in a pot like this size, it could be super potent. And you don't want it to overtake all the other flavors. So I'm talking literally a teaspoon of ginger, like a ground ginger. Okay.
So Jen said Chinese food is a lot of prep, but cook time is very fast.
Very, very quick.
It's a good meal for people
know.
who have to sit, but
Right.
short stand time.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. I'm going to use the rest of the rice that I have in here because I have room in my pot. Anyway, I didn't do the whole thing in here today. I mean, I could have thrown the vegetables in and I could have thrown soy sauce in, but it's a fried rice, okay? So I'm going to actually push this to the side. I'm going to put a little bit more oil here because the reason I could have done onions first, but I wanted the texture of my other veggies. So on the side, I'm going to put both onions right there, okay? And I'm going to kind of let them sit in there, cook on the side here. I don't want them completely mushy through the rice. I want texture in there. Okay?
Mary Huffington said.
Can you see that, Chris? Come on over.
Mary Huffington said she can hear the thunder. Believe me, I have a very unhappy Ashley.
Oh, poor Ashley. I know Ashley, her daughter does not like storms.
Should be a good dish for a walk too, if you have
Well,
one.
when you were talking about Jebby saying that how quick the cooking is, if I had a big wok,
Yeah, that'd be
I
great.
mean, that would be like, you know, a couple of minutes and you'd have everything done. I don't
Well-
have a wok yet. Out here, I don't
I was
have
going
a
to say, if I'd thought about it, I'd have run down to the wok store and gotten you one.
Okay, this is going to be beautiful. I want to check this out here and see how this is going. This is awesome, and that smell is amazing. Can you see that, Chris?
We
And
can.
the chicken is starting to turn a little brown because it's starting to absorb that teriyaki flavor. Oh, the smell! Oh my gosh, you guys. And do you see the size of the chicken? This is what I like, because honestly, if you wanted to, like, I'm one of these people that like to pile food. So for me, I would put a big thing of rice and then my teriyaki on top.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not everybody eats like that. Like Chris's plate, very separated, right?
It is.
It is, yes.
If you
it
could
is.
get me an old lunch tray with the compartments, I'd
Yeah.
be happy with that.
We actually have some of those. I should start serving you dinner on those. Okay, so look at this, guys.
We've
Come
got
close.
Josh Sears watching.
Hello, Josh. How are
We
ya?
have Jackie Bell watching.
Hi, Jackie. How are ya?
I think Jennifer said there's Luisa Martinez watching.
Who is?
Luisa Martinez.
Hello, everybody. We're glad you're joining us today for our Asian cuisine meal. We are doing chicken teriyaki. I'm going to thicken that up in just a minute. It's going to be delicious and
It
absolutely
smells
beautiful.
good.
The smell in the kitchen is unbelievable. And right now I'm making some amazing fried rice. Okay, and you want to cook, you really want to cook the fried rice with cold rice. Okay, if you start with hot rice, it's going to absorb everything. It's just a whole different ball game. It just won't be that nice texture of fried rice. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a little bit up here. Can we take a peek at the cake?
Ooh, yeah, let's see what we got in there.
Okay.
Coming together.
All right, it's coming along. It is coming along. Okay, so now I've got my rice and I've got my two kinds of onions. I've got a white onion that I diced and I've got green onions that I cut. I'm going to add.
Watching.
Who is?
Cole. Hey,
Hi,
Cole.
Cole, how are you? Hey, these are some of the people that are going to be on our show. They are amazing, talented people, and we're getting them on the show. And so probably within the next couple of weeks, you're going to start seeing entertainers part of our show. We are in the works of all that stuff right now. And because everybody's quarantined right now, you have to do everything a different way. Okay? So look how pretty this is. Look how pretty. I'm going to add some garlic salt. Okay. I'm actually going to add a little pepper. I like pepper. You guys like pepper?
I like my pepper.
Not a lot. Not a lot. There's not a lot. That's going to be great. And then the only other thing that I'm going to do with this, once the rice is all heated through, is I'm going to put some water and I'm going to put some soy sauce. And that's basically
Sharon says, hey y'all, love y'all.
Love you too, Cole. We're going to see you soon on our show. We'll be in touch very soon. Okay. I'm going to turn that down and I want that to kind of just heat through. And then we're going to put the soy sauce and that'll be all done. Okay. So my teriyaki is smelling and looking great. My chicken, the color has changed. Okay. And so now we are going to turn this down and we're going to add the cornstarch. Okay. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons. Where's my tablespoon? We'll go with this. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And I may need to add more and I may need to do water. You got to kind of feel it. We're going to see what the texture is here in the bowl. Okay. And mix that around, guys. This is your thickener. In Oriental cooking, they use cornstarch. You know, some other cooking, some other recipes you have, you might use just flour and water. I do that for gravy, when I make gravies. But for the Oriental cooking, they do a lot of the cornstarch. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this in. I'm going to see how thick it gets. And if I need to do another round of that, I will, because we have a lot of chicken.
So we've got a few newer viewers.
Yes, hi.
And I was just asked if you'd maybe explain the reason for the show again and
Yes.
what your the deal is.
That's coming. Okay, I would love to explain the reason for the show. Those of you out there who have watched week after week, this is week 14, by the way. We're going to put the cake in for about 10 more minutes. Back in 1983, I was diagnosed with a disease called Meniere's disease. It is a disease of the vestibular system, which is your balance system. And it's a very horrible, very horrific disease. I'm going to add some more of the cornstarch and water because I want this kind of thick, okay? And so I've had it most of my life, okay? So a couple of years ago, I joined the Meniere's disease support group. And I've literally been every day looking at things that people write and stuff. And a lot of the questions were about, besides being, the actual symptoms, was about food. Because we do have to watch our sodium. And people were like, I don't know what to do. So back in the day, I had taken a very extensive culinary class. The Jacques Pepin Culinary School. And I learned a tremendous amount of stuff from that class. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how thorough that was. So I had a pretty darn good food background. My family and we've owned restaurants. I have family members on my mom's side especially that go back, I don't even know how, that all can cook. So cooking has always been a very, very important part. I'm putting some green onion in here. Very important part of our culture, our Italian culture. And so I started to think, wait a minute, I've got a cooking background, I've got Meniere's disease, I could probably help, just because of the way I've cooked for myself for all of these years, I can probably help some of these Meniere's warriors, we call them. You have to be a warrior to be able to withstand what this disease is. And if you don't know about Meniere's, look it up. There's so much, I couldn't even begin to tell you what it is. Look at how beautiful this is.
Yeah, it's looking good.
I'm actually going to I want it a little darker, so I am going to add a little bit of the soy sauce. Just the color, for the color. Okay. Anyway, I got an amazing response to that because I put it out there. Hey, are you interested in a cooking show that might be able to help you with the culinary part of this? And I got a huge response to it. And so we decided that we were going to do the cooking show. I have had my cooking Nook, my Facebook site, since 2012. So my cooking Nook has been around for a long time. And so then I started to get this, well, don't be fed up in the kitchen. Come to Fed Up and we'll help you out. Fast, easy, and delicious is where that name came from. And so here we are, doing Cooking Nook's Fed Up, and it is going over beautifully. I am very much, I have to sit all the time. I sit a lot, and that's because of the disease. I have to, I've come up with full menus for months, and everything that I do is fed up. So we want you guys out there coming to see the show. You'll probably never see the same recipes. As a matter of fact, I kind of was proud of myself because when I was looking at all my recipes, which you can find on the website now, you can see every single recipe that we've done and every single recipe that's coming up. I was very proud of myself that I could come up with that many unique recipes, and I mean unique in the sense that nothing's copied from the other one. So,
And they're unique in that you take a recipe that someone may know and you modify it
yes.
to be your Fed Up
Yes.
recipe, fast, easy, delicious, because you're wanting to help them get in and out of the kitchen quickly, and
Yes.
you're a master at that.
Well, and I'm a master at it because I've had to be. I've had to learn how to, and I use this word all the time, I navigate through my day. In a day, I can have symptoms, I can't even tell you. If one day, not very long ago, I wrote down all my, what I call a la carte symptoms. And I was up to number 46. So, and there have been a couple of new ones very recently, so that's probably 48, 49. So the disease is one, and I am in stage 4, which is the final stage of this disease. It's not death, it's not a fatal disease, it's just an ugly disease. And I am in stage 4. And so, you know, it's one of those things where I can either curl up in a ball and die and feel sorry for myself, or I can take 1 second at a time and do what I've got to do. I'm very wobbly today. I woke up with what we call a vestibular headache. Those are tough. But it's like, so what? I mean, I've lived with this for so long that it's, you know, you just do it. You just do the day. I mean, everybody's got problems. Everybody's got stuff. So you just do it, right?
In the days you can't, you take a break.
I do. And there are days, trust me, guys. There have been a couple of shows that I said, I'm going to have to cancel because I just can't do it. And I said, no, that's what the show is about. So I put my big girl pants on and in the kitchen I go. That's not to say when the show's over, I don't collapse in the room. And you guys know that I do that at times because, you know, doing this, just, even though it's a half an hour or so, it takes a lot out of me. But it's okay. It's okay. I want to do this because I know it's helping people out there. Okay.
Yes, it is.
I've got Michelle Ashley watching.
Hi, Michelle. How are you? Hey, we miss you over at Steak and Shake.
And then I've got Terry Lindner says, I love the new website. She checked it out the other day.
Oh, yay. Great.
And Elizabeth said, Nikki said, I see Grandma.
Oh, hi, Nicholas.
We also have
Glad
Angie.
you guys are joining us today. Thank you so much.
We've got Angie Damiano with us as
Hi,
well.
Ange. How
Hey,
are you,
Angie.
girl?
And we have Callie.
And Callie's
there.
here.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us today. Come back every Wednesday for different meals. Next week we've got barbecue pork steaks and beans and macaroni and cheese, or macaroni salad. So every week it's different. Okay, I'm going to put a scrambled egg in my rice. I'm going to turn that up, okay, because I want the egg to cook quickly. You don't want an egg to cook slow because, yeah, it's kind of gross. So I'm going to turn that up for a second. Okay.
I'm going to stir that.
Sure.
Reminder too, talking about being here with us now, we love that, we appreciate it, and the fact that we're seeing more and more people is great. You can rewatch these episodes, of course, on Facebook, and we'd love for people to go to our YouTube channel where we add the graphics. You can see the graphics of the ingredients and stuff going, what's going in, and so we'd love to get you on following our YouTube channel too.
Yes, and we really believe that when we put the singers on, and you can only see them on YouTube, that's going to help with the YouTube stuff. But we just got to get these. We're trying to figure out the way to get all of these singers who are multi-talented people to get on the show, and this is the way we're going to do it. Okay, I'm putting my scrambled eggs
All right.
in here because my sister, who's a pro at the Chinese food, she said to me, "You got to put egg in the fried rice." So. Here it is.
There it is, and man, is this stuff looking good.
It's wicked
Terry
awesome.
Lindner says she looks forward to this every Wednesday. Thank you, Terry.
Dear. Oh, and I'm so glad you're here every Wednesday. I really cannot tell you how much we appreciate that. We appreciate all of you joining in all the time.
Hey.
And we really ask that you tell people to come and see what we're all about.
Mindy just checked in and is watching.
Hi, Mindy. How are you?
Josh says, Jessica and I want to come visit with you.
I would love that,
Come on
Josh.
out, Josh. We'd love to get you
Hey,
here.
Josh, I know Branson's not up and running right now, but this is a place when it is that you guys, especially you love theater and music and everything. This is a place that you, in your life, have to see. It is just an amazing place. Okay, there's my fried rice. It is done. I want to get a,
Sure. Hey, Cole says, what's the YouTube channel called? So, Cole, just go to YouTube, search for My Cooking Nook. N-O-O-K, My Cooking Nook, and you'll get there, man. You can find all the recipes there, and soon they'll be able to catch the episode with you singing on it once we get you done, man. That's
Cole
going
is
to be
going to be one
awesome.
of the singers on the show, and oh my gosh, you've got to hear him. Amazing talent. Cole, I've been impressed with you, Cole, since we first came out here, and you and Ashley were in #1 hits of the 60s, and I heard your voice, because, you know, we're singers too, and we're in the entertainment field, and so we appreciate good singers,
Yeah.
and I was like, that guy, he is amazing.
He's got it.
We're also going to have my brother Mark, who's a performer in LA. He's going to be singing also. So we got some people lining up that are. Just wait till you hear these people. Okay, this is done. This is done, and the cake is still cooking. It's almost done. So you're not going to believe this, but we're going to start serving food. How
do.
far are we in here?
We are 41 minutes in.
Okay, we're 41 minutes in. I'm going to get my plate. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. So this is a trick that when we used to work at my sister and I used to work at the Harrah's Casino in Arizona. And you take the top of a green onion and you slice the top, and then you put it in ice water, and they become these beautiful, like decorations, garnish for the plate. So I do have one on my plate today. And today, because when you go to a Chinese restaurant or any Asian cuisine, the big drink there is tea, hot tea. So that's going to be my drink today. I'm heating up my water right now. And in my tea, I either like just a teaspoon of sugar, or I like lemon, or you know what, this is my tea. I save all these peppermint candy canes from Christmas. As a matter of fact, at the end of the season, I buy boxes of these peppermint, the little peppermints, okay, what do they call
Candy canes.
Candy canes, thank you. And at night sometimes I have a peppermint tea, which is like my favorite night drink. And I'll tell you another little trick about that. If you're feeling sick to your stomach, a candy cane in hot tea, your stomach ache, boom, gone. For real. Okay. So I am going to, oh, come here, one more thing I want to do in here.
Yep.
I'm going to put a little of this, I toasted the sesame seeds.
I was going to say, we need those sesame seeds.
Okay, and then I'm going to add some on top. So I think because this is looser than the rice, I'm going to put the teriyaki in my bowl, and I'm going to put the rice on the side. Normally, it's the other way around. I'm going to get some of the juice. Oh my gosh. Look at that, guys. And I'm going to put, oh, I know what I want to put. Come over here, Fred.
Okay, coming
I'm
back.
going to put some green onion.
Okay.
You know, you got to have some green onion.
That's looking good.
I'm going to have some more of the sesame seeds. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some rice on the plate. Some nice big fat scoop. Get another one. All right. There you have it.
Looks great. Man.
Come on over. Now, honestly, if you wanted to, because I made an orange teriyaki, okay, you can take some orange and squeeze more in there if you like that real orange citrusy taste. But Emily, guess what? You're going to come over and sit at the table today.
Okay.
You are all decked out for this. I'm going to pour my tea.
Okay.
And I'm going to have Emily, I've even got chopsticks over there if she'd like to have the chopsticks.
I don't ever eat Chinese food without chopsticks.
So go right ahead.
Jennifer says you can also decorate and add some black sesame seeds. That
Oh,
they
you
look
can,
and
yes.
taste awesome. Mary says, looks delicious.
Yes, and it is, and we'll see right now. But Emily said very hot, guys.
It's so hot.
It's very hot.
I have a very sensitive palate.
That's okay, because I'm going to show you my tea in the meantime. So, I don't like super, super, super dark tea, even though this is a black tea. My favorite teas are either orange pekoe or the black. Okay, that's my favorite teas. My dad was a tea drinker, and he loved his 10 o'clock at night cup of tea. I kind of think I got that from him. And I remember as a kid, you know, we all go to the Chinese restaurant and you didn't get soda and stuff. You got tea. You got hot tea. Okay? So, I'm going to have my tea the way I like my tea. While Emily's trying the food. What do you think? A little hot. But,
It is very good.
okay, can you taste, when you're tasting that, can you taste the different layers of flavor in there?
Yes. Because it's like you get kind of like the teriyaki at first, but then you have the texture of the rice, and then it's like all the little vegetables start to come out.
And what about in the teriyaki? Can you taste the brown sugar? Can you taste the orange?
Yes, actually you can taste the orange.
Okay.
I made teriyaki a few days ago, and I didn't put orange in it, but it adds a nice,
Right?
a
It's
nice
a whole different dimension.
zing to it.
Okay, so guys and girls, here's my tea. Now let me just show you my little peppermint stick. I put on the side, I let that melt, and then eventually I just pop it in there and mix it up. And a peppermint tea with just this, fast, easy, and delicious right there. And that's my peppermint tea. So here's our whole meal. We've got the veggie fried rice. Fast, easy, delicious. We've got teriyaki. I did an orange teriyaki. You don't have to do the orange if you don't like that flavor. But we've got the orange teriyaki. And don't forget to go to MCN, My Cooking Nook, fedup.biz, and check out everything that's going on. And keep tuning in because we're going to be featuring singers. And we are so glad that you guys keep coming back to watch us. Next week, barbecued pork chops. We'll see you next week. God bless everybody. Take care, and thanks for joining us today.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. There goes my